Welcome to the thrilling world of poker, a game that has captivated minds and hearts for generations. It's a game of skill, strategy, and a little bit of luck. Every move, every decision can change the course of the game. Whether you're a complete novice or have dabbled in friendly games, mastering the fundamentals is crucial. Understanding the basics can set the foundation for more advanced strategies. This essay will equip you with the knowledge to transform from a novice to a more confident player. We'll cover everything from the basic rules to advanced tactics. Think of poker as a battlefield. Each game is a new war, and each hand is a new battle. Your cards are your weapons, the chips are your soldiers, and your mind is the ultimate strategist. The way you play your hand can determine your fate. To emerge victorious, you need to understand the odds, outmaneuver your opponents, and make calculated decisions under pressure. It's about reading the room and knowing when to strike. We'll delve into the core principles of poker, starting with understanding hand percentages. Knowing the likelihood of your hand winning can give you a significant edge. You'll learn which hands to play aggressively, when to fold strategically, and how to read your opponents like a book. Recognizing their tells and patterns can be the key to your success. Get ready to up your poker game and leave your opponents in the dust. With the right knowledge and practice, you can become a formidable player at any table. One of the first steps to mastering poker is understanding the probability of making certain hands. This knowledge allows you to make informed decisions about which hands to play and how to bet. For example, the odds of getting dealt a pair are significantly higher than getting dealt a straight flush. Knowing these percentages helps you gauge the strength of your hand in relation to others at the table. Keep in mind, these percentages are just a starting point. The actual strength of your hand also depends on the cards on the table, the community cards, and the actions of your opponents. In poker, your starting hand is your first weapon. Some hands are inherently stronger than others, giving you an edge right from the deal. High pairs, aces, kings, queens, and high-suited connectors, ace-king suited, queen-jack suited, are generally considered strong starting hands. They have the potential to make top pairs, straights, flushes, or even better. On the other hand, low unsuited cards or hands with low cards and a high card gap, like 2-7 offsuit or 9-queen offsuit, are generally weak. These hands are less likely to improve and should be played cautiously or folded pre-flop. Your position at the table is just as important as your cards. Understanding where you sit in relation to the dealer button can significantly influence your strategy and ultimately your success in the game. The later your position relative to the dealer button, the more information you have about your opponent's actions before you have to make a decision. This advantage allows you to observe the betting patterns and tendencies of other players, giving you a strategic edge. If you're in late position, like the cutoff or the button, you get to see how others react to the hand before you. This insight can be invaluable, as it helps you gauge the strength of their hands and adjust your strategy accordingly. This allows you to play more hands, including some weaker ones, as you have more information to work with. You can take calculated risks and potentially bluff more effectively, knowing how your opponents have acted. Conversely, being in early position, like under the gun or early position, requires you to play tighter. In these positions, you have to act without knowing how the majority of the table will play their hands, which can be quite challenging. You have to make decisions with less information, so it's generally best to stick to strong starting hands. Playing conservatively in early position can help you avoid costly mistakes and keep you in the game longer. Remember, your position at the table is a crucial element of your overall poker strategy. Section 5. The Art of War, Deciphering Your Opponents. Poker is not just about playing your cards. It's about outsmarting your opponents. Learning to read their betting patterns, body language, and facial expressions can give you a significant advantage. Pay close attention to how much your opponents bet in relation to the pot size. A large bet could indicate a strong hand, while a small bet might mean weakness. Look for physical tells like nervous tics, shaky hands, or attempts to hide their face. Remember, these tells are not foolproof, and some players are masters at deception. However, by observing your opponents closely, you can gain valuable insights into their hand strength and intentions. Section 6. The Poker Face Bluffing Your Way to Victory. Bluffing is one of the most exciting and controversial aspects of poker. It involves representing a stronger hand than you actually have to force your opponents to fold. A successful bluff requires a deep understanding of your opponents, the game situation, and the ability to sell your story. You need to create a believable scenario that makes your opponents think you have a stronger hand than them. However, bluffing should be used sparingly and strategically. Bluffing too often can make you predictable, while bluffing at the wrong time can cost you dearly. Section 7. Case Study. A winning hand. Let's say you're dealt Ace-King of Hearts in late position. This is one of the strongest starting hands in Texas Hold'em, giving you a significant advantage right from the start. Several players have folded, and the player in front of you raises the bet. This raise indicates strength, but it also provides you with an opportunity to capitalize on your strong hand. This is a great opportunity to illustrate how the principles we've discussed come together. Your position at the table allows you to observe the actions of other players before making your move. You have a strong starting hand, and your position allows you to act after your opponent. This gives you the advantage of making a more informed decision based on their actions. You decide to re-raise, putting pressure on your opponent and potentially winning the pot right there. This aggressive move can force weaker hands to fold, narrowing the field and increasing your chances of winning. If your opponent calls your re-raise, the flop comes down with 2 hearts. This is an ideal scenario, as it gives you a flush draw, significantly improving your hand's potential. This is even better for you, as you now have the possibility of making a flush. A flush is a very strong hand, and having the draw adds to your confidence in the hand. You continue to bet strategically, controlling the pot size and keeping your opponent guessing. By maintaining the pressure, you can exploit their uncertainty and make it difficult for them to play back at you. Ultimately, your opponent folds, unable to withstand the pressure you've created. This fold is a testament to your strategic play and understanding of poker dynamics. You win the pot, not by having the best hand at showdown, but by using a combination of hand strength, position, and strategic betting. This case study highlights the importance of these elements in achieving success at the poker table. By mastering these principles, you can consistently put yourself in a position to win, even when the cards don't always fall in your favor. Section 8. Mastering the mind, psychology, and poker. Poker is as much a mental game as it is a game of cards. Understanding the psychology of your opponents and managing your emotions are crucial for long-term success. Tilt, for example, is a state of emotional frustration that can lead to irrational decisions. Learning to recognize and avoid tilt is essential for maintaining discipline and making sound judgments. Similarly, understanding your opponent's emotional states can give you an edge. If you sense that an opponent is on tilt, you might exploit their emotional vulnerability and win pots you wouldn't otherwise. Section 9. Beyond the Basics. A glimpse into advanced tactics. This essay has provided a foundation for understanding the core principles of poker. However, the journey to mastery doesn't end here. There's a whole world of advanced tactics and strategies waiting to be explored. You can delve deeper into concepts like pot odds, implied odds, hand ranges, and game theory optimal play. These advanced techniques will take your game to the next level and allow you to compete with the best. Section 10. Your journey to poker mastery. Congratulations on taking the first steps towards becoming a more skilled poker player. Remember, mastering poker is a journey, not a destination. It takes time, dedication, and a willingness to learn from both your successes and failures. Practice makes perfect, so find opportunities to play, whether it's with friends, online, or at local card rooms. Analyze your hands, identify areas for improvement, and never stop seeking knowledge. Section 11. Keep the cards coming. Resources for continued learning. The world of poker is vast and constantly evolving. There are countless resources available to help you continue your journey to mastery. Explore books by renowned poker professionals, watch instructional videos, and participate in online forums to engage with other players. The more you immerse yourself in the world of poker, the faster you'll improve. Remember, poker is a game of skill, strategy, and a little bit of luck. Embrace the challenge, enjoy the ride, and may the cards be ever in your favor.